Thank you so much, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, and fellow Kenyans. This press statement issued by the United Opposition Youth Wing on 14th August 2025, Nairobi, on the state of youth affairs. Fellow Kenyans, members of the press, and the brave youth of this country, we stand before you not with pleasantries, but with rage, pain, and conviction. Kenya is bleeding, and it's the youth who are on the front lines of this silent war. The state has betrayed its young people, and not by mistake, but this by design. As of today, Kenyans, we are exactly 2 years away from the next general election. Unfortunately, the Kenya Kwanza regime, led by the president, are still on the sunroofs, conducting political rallies, promising what they will do instead of delivering that which they promised in their manifesto. Taking stock of the events preceding 2024 June, we are right to say that the Finance Bill of 2024 was not a policy proposal. Instead, it was a weapon engineered by few elites to extract the last coin from the already starving mwananchi. It was meant to tax the lifeline of ordinary Kenyans. Unfortunately, when young Kenyans rose, marched, and asked questions, the government responded to peaceful protest with state-sponsored terror, snipers, tear gas, and torture. Many youth were gunned down in broad daylight for demanding dignity and good governance. Blood flowed the streets of Nairobi, Mombasa, Kisumu, Nakuru, and Kiambu, amongst many other counties. The blood of these souls are still crying for justice. We remain alive to the sad fact that Rex Masai, Denzel Omondi, and Kennedy Odhiambo, amongst many other young people who were killed brutally, have not been compensated to date. To this day, not even a single police officer has been held accountable and jailed for those atrocities. Kenyans, it is true to say that this is not a democracy. Kenya Kwanza is a dictatorship dressed in suit and a tie. After the bullets came to a shadow, government thugs in unmarked cars began snatching our comrades from bus stops, homes, hospitals, and even their office works. Youth leaders, student unionists, whistleblowers, and activists vanished into state black holes. Some emerged broken after days of beating and tortures. Families, friends, and relatives were forced to grieve. Let it be known that enforced disappearance are crimes against humanity. And we will not forget what happened for our young people. We will not forgive the atrocities that were carried during that time. And we shall not relent until each and every single name is accounted for. We want to remind the president that his move to compensate the victims of police brutality is not enough. We hereby demand that he understands that executors of those heinous acts must be brought to book and held accountable as per the law. Ladies and gentlemen, in a country with an average age of 19 years, we want to say that the youth remains to be the engine of this nation. Unfortunately, there seems to be no long-term plan by the Kenya Kwanza regime to address the critical matter around youth unemployment. The state instead is focused on PR gimmicks dressed up as economic empowerments to score cheap political points instead of investing on sustainable job creations that can eradicate destitution, hopelessness, and depression amongst the youth. We are not here to request the Kenya Kwanza government for favors or tokens. We are here demanding our rightful share of this nation. And we want to state categorically that we are prepared and ready to take ownership of this country. We've got serious assignment with the future, and Kenya Kwanza regime will not deter us. Comrades, power. Power. Comrades, we take note that some Kenya Kwanza mandarins have issued threats that they will arrest His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua upon his arrival back into the country. We want to categorically state that we are aware of that plan, we know what they are capable of doing, and we are ready for anything. We shall be at the airport on that day to receive the chief opposition leader, Rigathi Gachagua. And if they want to arrest him, Let them come with enough lorries to arrest all Kenyans. Comrades, power.
Power.
Comrades, power.
Power.
Thank you all. That is us. And on this press, we have leaders from different political parties that forms the United Opposition. We have Wiper Patriotic Front. We have Democratic Action Party of Kenya. We have Democracy for Citizens Party. We have DP. We have People Liberation Party. And we have the Jubilee Party. Members of the press, at that point, maybe if there's questions, and my colleagues will chip in to respond.
This is Felix from Kenya News Alert. The only question maybe I would like to ask you is about that point of arresting regarding Gachagua. What is this maybe, do you really think or you suspect that maybe will force the government to arrest Gachagua, because at some point some of the individuals could say that that guy is a little bit of truth. By now, what do you really think might be the reason they want to arrest him?
Oh, well, we're living at in a nation where you don't really need a legal reason to arrest somebody. We've seen people going, even elected members of parliament, being arrested for charges that go as far as terrorism charges. We know that he has so many pending cases. We've even heard of defamation case that has been brought against him recently, which is still before the court. So it could be anything really, so we wouldn't want to speculate. But what we're simply saying is, with this government, anything is possible, and we are ready for whatever it is that is going to come. Yes, but we smell foul play. We can smell mischief already. Yes.
Mheshimiwa Maina, you have something?
Only for me, mine is to tell the youth to wake up and make, because we are the majority in this nation, let us bring our energy together to build innovation, to do the startups, because most of us have been captured as the people who bring about the economic growth, the borders, and all that. But we want to be part of the policy formulation in this country. And being in opposition, it doesn't mean that we are being against progress. It means that we are holding leaders accountable, asking hard questions, and presenting fresh ideas. It means believing that Kenya can be better, fairer, and more inclusive, especially with the youths. It means we love this country too much to watch silently as it drifts away from its promises. So I'm calling for meaningful inclusion, not tokenism. Inclusion means giving young people real seats in policy making, not just youth desk, not with no influence. We need inclusion when the budget is being discussed, the priorities of young Kenyans when they are reflected. So inclusion means that innovations in agriculture, technology, and environmental sustainability are funded, nurtured, and scaled. We do not want handouts. We want a hand in shaping our future. We are not asking to replace the older generation. We are asking to walk alongside them. The Kenya we dream of will only be built in every citizen, regardless of political alignment. We are allowed to contribute. I'm here to remind our leaders, Kenya is not the property of the Kenya political side. Kenya is not the monopoly of the ruling class. Kenya is ours. It is yours and mine. So, and until every Kenyan, regardless of their political stance, is valued, heard, and included, our democracy remains incomplete. So today, I extend an open hand to those in power, engage us, challenge us, listen to us. Let us design a Kenya where no youth feels like an outsider in their own country. Thank you.